Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate every single person that has come to my channel. Those of you that have subscribed, those of you that have liked my videos, those of you that have commented on my videos. I'm very thankful for the traffic that I'm getting. I know it's not, blockbusters like some people, but it's amazing to me. I mean, I have almost 400 subscribers, and that I never would have thought in a million years that that could have happened. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos, and thank you especially for subscribing and for sharing them with other people so that the word gets out that I'm here. Tonight, I want to look at one of Dax's songs. It's called "To Be a Man."
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Yeah, I know this life can really beat you down. You wanna scream, but you won't make a sound. Got so much weight that you've been holding, but won't show any emotion. As a man that goes unspoken, that we can't cry when life gets hard.
That line, we can't cry when life gets hard. That is really, it's so true for so many people, and it's just not the way it should be for a man. It's not the way it should be at all. A man should be able to cry any time that he is feeling emotional enough that tears need to come. He should be able to cry when he's blessed. He should be able to cry when he's facing adversity. He should be able to cry when someone has passed away that he loves. But in order to do that, he has to be in the presence of someone who trusts him completely and allows him to be himself. And far too often, that's not the way it is in our world.
Additional lust for women, children, and dogs. We know that we just have to play our parts, and don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts, yeah.
I know one person who cares about your broken heart. God. God cares. And you can always go to God if you can't go to anybody else. And you can pour your heart out to him. You can tell him exactly how you feel. You can tell him exactly how you're hurting. You can tell him exactly what's in your heart. And God will not only listen, but he will comfort you. And he will show you the way out. He'll show you the way to get back to victory.
As a man, we gotta pave our way. Our only function is to work and slave. There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that place and find a woman that you love and give her your last name, you'll feel the things that you provide is only why she stays. And when you try,
that to me is such a sad outlook on life. That the woman that you marry, that you pledge your life to, would only stay because you took care of her. That's not the way it's supposed to be. That's not the way it has to be. That's not the way it is for me and for lots of other men. I understand what Dak is saying, and what he's saying rings true for a lot of people, and I get that. But there is another way. There is another way to live life. And once you have God in your life, a lot of these things will change for you. Change for the better. Not only in the good times, but in the tough times too.
do explain, you'll say I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health, then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in.
Again, so sad, so true for many, many people in the world, but it doesn't have to be that way. You know, God talks in the Bible about himself as our Father. And the problem that we have on this earth is that we have so few fathers that we can look to for an example. But that was the reason that God used that analogy, because we would understand what a father is if our father was a good father. And that's why we as fathers have to be the best we can possibly be. And the only way to be that is to walk with God. If you walk with God, you will be the kind of man that your children will admire and that your children will emulate. And the end result will be a better world.
That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
He has such a beautiful voice, and it's so perfectly suited for the songs that he writes. And the melodies and they're haunting and they're beautiful, and they get inside you in a way that's hard to describe. I love Dax. I think he's a fantastic artist, and I think his message is fantastic. But in this particular song, I know what he's portraying is the reality for a lot of people, but it doesn't have to be the reality. It doesn't have to be the way life is. You can change. And when you change, you can turn your whole life around and the lives of the people that you're around. By being a godly man, you can have a tremendous influence, not just on your own children, not just on your own wife, but on the entire world, far beyond what you would realize. So that would be the goal that I would set for you if I could. But I can't set your goals. You need to set those yourself. Excuse me. I know what my goals are, and I know who my God is, and I hope that you do too. And I pray that he gives you abundance and a long life and great health, and that he keeps you safe from harm. And I pray that you are anxious for nothing, but in all things, through prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, you let your requests be made known to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet out.